Why you remember embarrassing moments but forget lunch. You're sitting in a quiet room. And suddenly, you remember it. That cringe-worthy moment from years ago. The time you tripped in front of everyone, mispronounced a word, or said something you instantly regretted. You feel it all over again, the heat in your face, the stutter in your voice, the embarrassment gnawing at you. It's vivid. It's detailed. It's like you never left that moment. And yet, you can't recall what you had for lunch yesterday. Our brains are selective. They are not recorders of every moment. Most everyday experiences, what you ate, what you wore, which street you walked down, are not tagged as important. Your brain stores them briefly, maybe a few hours, maybe a day, and then discards or compresses them. This is efficient. It keeps your mind from being overloaded. You don't need to remember every bite, every word, every mundane action. But emotional moments, they stick. Especially moments that trigger strong feelings, fear, embarrassment, shame, joy, or surprise. Your nervous system flags these experiences as important. Stress hormones surge. Your heart rate spikes. Your body remembers. Your brain encodes every detail it can access, because emotion equals survival. Even a tiny embarrassment becomes a story your mind refuses to forget. The amygdala, deep in your brain, acts like a sentinel. It detects threats, real or imagined. Social embarrassment? Threat. Physical danger? Threat. Its job is to keep you alive, or at least aware of danger. So when you fall in front of everyone in high school, the amygdala lights up like a flare, signaling, this matters. Remember this. It embeds the event into your memory with extraordinary clarity. Meanwhile, your hippocampus tries to organize the story. It links the emotional spike to a context, a time, a place, a person. But here's the twist. Emotionally charged memories are not treated the same as neutral ones. They're strengthened. The hippocampus tags them as significant, almost permanent. This is why your brain can replay a single embarrassing moment from years ago in high definition. Contrast this with the mundane. What did you eat for breakfast yesterday? Maybe a scrambled egg, maybe cereal, maybe nothing at all. Your brain doesn't see this as a threat, a lesson, or a story worth holding on to. It stores it briefly, then overwrites it with today's information. Your mind is not failing you, it's optimizing for survival and significance. There's another force at play, the spotlight effect. We tend to overestimate how much others notice our mistakes. In your mind, the whole world saw you stumble or flub a word. Your brain exaggerates the social weight. This exaggeration increases emotional intensity. The higher the intensity, the stronger the memory imprint. Embarrassing memories often resurface repeatedly. You replay them in your head. You cringe in private. You tell the story to friends, exaggerating details. Each replay reinforces neural pathways, deepening the memory. Contrast that with your breakfast. How often do you replay yesterday's meal in detail? Rarely. Hardly ever. The brain sees no reason to strengthen it. Novelty also plays a role. A routine, repeated action is less memorable. Eating cereal, walking to work, scrolling social media, your brain files these as predictable, not worth long-term storage. Embarrassing moments? Totally unpredictable. Totally novel. Novelty excites the brain. Dopamine surges. Attention sharpens. Memory encoding strengthens. Self-consciousness magnifies memory. When you feel embarrassed, your mind becomes hyper-focused on yourself. Your perception narrows. You notice details you normally wouldn't, the sound of laughter, the expressions of others, the heat in your cheeks. These details are all stored, creating a vivid, almost tangible memory. Neutral moments? They don't engage your self-awareness the same way. You might think time dulls embarrassment. Sometimes it does. But not always. Memory is not just about time elapsed, it's about emotional intensity. A high-intensity moment can stay sharp for decades. Your brain holds onto it like a warning, a lesson, a story worth keeping alive. Sleep also matters. During deep sleep, your brain consolidates memories. Emotional events are prioritized. Neutral events may fade. This explains why you can't remember mundane details from yesterday, but can recall that awkward handshake at your first job 10 years ago. Interestingly, the brain processes social embarrassment similarly to physical pain. The same neural circuits activate. The sting of social rejection, ridicule, or embarrassment triggers the brain as if you were physically hurt. This makes the memory even more persistent. Your body remembers the pain, reinforcing the memory for survival and social navigation. Humans are natural storytellers. Your brain doesn't store isolated events, it stores narratives. Embarrassing moments are mini-stories. You are the protagonist. The plot twists, the tension, the climax, all of it creates a memorable arc. Daily routines? Often bland, unstructured, and boring in comparison. Our brains are wired to remember negative experiences more than positive or neutral ones. It's called the negativity bias. Evolution favored remembering threats and mistakes, they kept us alive. Embarrassment? Social threat. Mistake? Learning opportunity. Breakfast? Not dangerous. Not life-changing. Your brain sees no evolutionary reason to keep it beyond a short window. Certain cues can bring old memories rushing back. A smell, a song, a location, suddenly, you're back in that moment. The same isn't true for yesterday's breakfast. Unless your meal had an intense sensory trigger, it's unlikely to resurface without context. Embarrassing memories often become rumination loops. You replay them repeatedly in your mind. The more you think about them, the stronger they become. Neutral memories rarely receive this attention, so they weaken over time. Your brain prioritizes what it thinks you should pay attention to. Embarrassing moments also shape identity. You may tell yourself, I'm clumsy, I'm awkward, I said something stupid. The brain keeps these memories because they contribute to self-perception and social learning. Meals? They rarely define who you are. Cultural storytelling amplifies memory. Remember that time. Friends remind you. Family reminds you. Social media brings it back. The memory becomes social property, reinforced over years. Yesterday's lunch? No one talks about it. No one memorializes it. In essence, your brain filters life. Important, emotional, novel, or identity-relevant events stay. Routine, neutral, or repetitive events fade. This filtering system prevents cognitive overload. You don't need to remember everything, just what matters most. Embarrassing memories feel real because your brain can replay the emotion, not just the fact. You don't just remember the words, you remember the heart racing, the heat in your cheeks, the tension in your muscles. Neutral memories? They often lack this emotional depth. Without emotion, there's little glue to hold the memory long-term. This selective memory might feel cruel, but it's adaptive. Your brain saves space for what's important: learning, survival, social navigation. Forgetting yesterday's lunch frees mental capacity. Remembering a mistake from years ago ensures you avoid repeating social errors. It's not flawed, it's efficient. Over time, many embarrassing memories become humorous. Laughter rewires emotional perception. The sting fades. The story stays. Your brain keeps it because it shaped you, but now with less threat, more perspective. So why do you remember that cringe-worthy moment from a decade ago but forget what you ate yesterday? Because your brain prioritizes emotion over routine, novelty over monotony, survival over convenience. Embarrassment is a signal. It's an anchor in the story of your life. Lunch is just lunch. And that's okay. Your memory isn't failing you. It's working exactly as it's supposed to. Ever remember an embarrassing moment from years ago? Comment below. Like and subscribe to Why Curio for mind-blowing psychology that actually makes sense.